Hey guys, in this video we're gonna be checking out the top 5 best Japanese knives that are available on the market for their true quality. I made this list based in my personal opinion and hours of research and have listed them based on popularity, quality, price, durability, user opinions and more. If you want to see more information in the updated price, you can check out the description below and also make sure subscribe for more reviews. Okay, so let's get started with the video. Starting at number 5, we have the Shun Premier Chef's 8 inches. When it comes to quality and performance, artisans at Shun don't cut corners or do things half-heartedly. For starters, the VG Max steel core boasts tremendous hardness and durability. Plus, 68 micro-layers of Damascus cladding help strengthen the core and protect it against oxidation and daily wear and tear. Upon closer examination, the 8-inch blade has a curved belly that creates rocking motions on the board, albeit not much. Since there's no granite indentation, the hammered tsuchime finish thankfully steps in and prevents food from sticking to the blade. That way, you can cut and slice things in smooth strokes even without using too much wrist movement. But there's more to a knife than just its blade. The handle is just as well crafted and aesthetically pleasing. For cooks with sweaty palms, the synthetic moisture-resistant pakkawood handle has a fine-grained surface that gives you a comfortable grip. Granted, it's no natural wood, but it's close enough for us. Instead of using rivets, the handle friction fits and encases the entire tang snugly. Meanwhile, the bolster joins the blade and handle into one seamless and solid piece, preventing the parts from wobbling. In addition, the metal butt further adds balance toward the handle. While most people are okay with or don't notice the extra ounces, cooks with weak wrists beg to differ. As sharp as the 16 degrees edges are, they will blunt from brute force and hard items like bone and frozen food. To complicate matters, dishwashers can take a heavy toll on these edges, rendering the whole blade dull and unsafe to use. As part of the customer service, Shun offers a free sharpening service upon request with terms applied, much to everyone's delight. Moving on at number 4, we have the Max Superior Santoku SK65. Contrary to popular belief, the 6.5-inch stainless steel blade is just about the appropriate length for most chopping duties. It's neither too long to be intimidating for new cooks nor too short to be uncomfortable. Too bad that the blade doesn't have granite indentations to prevent food sticking, otherwise it would be the complete package. Similar to other Santoku knives, there's little to no backward or forward rocking motion on the chopping board. Nevertheless, the double-beveled edges manage to make sweet cuts, just as you'd expect. Thanks to the knife's slim and lightweight profile, you can slice and dice tirelessly without stressing your wrist. Moving on to the bottom half. The grippy synthetic handle makes it easy to grasp within the palm of your hand. You'll also notice the rivets that join the blade and handle into one cohesive piece, preventing everything from coming loose. Even though a bolster is dearly missed, it shouldn't be a deal-breaker. At number 3, we have the Kyoku Samurai Yanagiba. If presentation is your priority, the slender Kyoku Samurai Yanagiba is cut out for high-precision slices like sushi and sashimi. This knife makes decisive and clean cuts in smooth strokes, giving cooks total control over how the result turns out. However, you may have a tough time finding storage space for it within the cabinet or wooden block. Right out of the gate, the 10.5-inch high-carbon Japanese steel blade is nothing short of impressive. It undergoes a cryogenic treatment to further enhance toughness and durability against corrosion, registering about 57 HRC. On top of that, the edges are fine-honed to 12 degrees per side to carve salmon and tuna with high accuracy. While the partial tang isn't exactly a minus point, it does shift the balance toward the blade. But on the whole, it feels surprisingly light and steady within the clutch of your hand and fingers. Meanwhile, the partial bolster provides a smooth transition from the wenge wood handle to the blade. And as an appreciative token, the whole thing arrives in a gift box. At number 2, we have the Dalstrong Shogun Series X 5 pieces. A complete knife set can be a huge waste of money if you don't actually use all of the knives. Meanwhile, the Dalstrong Shogun series includes nothing but the most essential knives for everyday kitchen tasks. This complete package makes a great housewarming gift or a present for newlywed couples as well. Cooks often rely heavily on their multi-purpose knives while the rest are used sparingly, if not left completely untouched. That's why this knife set forgoes the lesser-used specialty knives and instead focuses on the practical knives. These include an 8-inch bread knife with serrated teeth to minimize crumbs, an 8-inch chef's knife for everyday use, a 7-inch Santoku knife for cutting meat and veggies, a 6-inch utility knife for detailed fine slicing garnishes, and a 3.5-inch paring knife for peeling fruit skin and other intricate tasks. All blades are precision forged from the Japanese AUS-10V steel with another 40 alternating layers of high-carbon stainless steel. For good measure, these blades go through another nitrogen-induced hardening treatment to increase hardness and strength. And thanks to the Hanbazook honing technique, all the edges are razor-sharp at 8 to 12 degrees edges per side. For the handles, the synthetic G10 Garolite is similar to non-porous fiberglass, which is highly resistant to heat and moisture. While comfortable to wield, these handles aren't exactly suitable for cooks with small hands. At the expense of concealing the tang, the bolster, rivets, and end cap further add some extra ounces. As part of the purchase, the acacia wood knife holding block is sturdily built to house the knives safely. If you give this knife set to someone else as a present, the accompanying gift box will make things easier. And finally at number 1, we have the Tojiro DP Gyuto. It makes little sense to splurge on an artisanal Japanese knife if you prioritize simplicity over bells and whistles. The Tojiro DP Gyuto qualifies for a quick purchase that doesn't require much care or commitment in the long run. It should get down to business and hit the ground running straight out of the box. Right off the bat, the VG10 steel core is a solid start, which is as good as it gets. But to further strengthen and reinforce its integrity, the blade has extra chrome cladding and goes through a decarburization treatment. That way, the 8.2-inch blade is well protected and thus won't succumb to chips and fractures easily. However, there's no official description for the edges. Meanwhile, the handle comes with a full tang and partial bolster, all of which are secured in place with rivets. Although bolsters and rivets aren't parts of a typical Japanese knife, they help narrow the gap between Western and Asian kitchen knives. That way, new cooks can make the switch from one to the other and vice versa if they choose to. Thanks you for watching guys, I hope you liked this video. If this video is helpful to you, please make sure like, comment and subscribe. If you have any question related to this product you can leave a comment down below. I will get back to you as soon as possible.